Virgo, thank you for joining me today. My name is Gregory Scott and this is your astrology and tarot forecast for November 2014. Let's have a look at what is coming up for you this month. Okay, beginning of November, you've got a lot of activity in your third house of communication. You've got your Sun there, you've got your Venus, your midheaven and your Saturn, and you're really able to communicate your feelings in a productive and effective way, and you're able to do it in such a way that people don't misunderstand you. And Virgo, you hate to be misunderstood. So don't worry about that at the beginning of the month. You can speak your mind and you can be heard in the way you actually saying things and the way you're hearing it in your mind. And it will really help you to achieve some of your relationship dreams and goals that you've wanted to achieve. This could be applied to healing past negative relationships. It could be applied to working out problems with your business partner, with your romantic partner, with finding out what it is you're looking for in a partner and really pursuing that and going after that. But you can really communicate what it is you love in an effective way. Now, by the time of the 5th of November, Bonfire Night, or Guy Fawkes Night here in the UK, when we kind of light bonfires and celebrate the new dark period, the dark kind of season, you will be feeling that sense of communication, but you'll also feel hugely romantic. And you can expect some unexpected sort of energy to come into your life in that area, something really passionate, something you're very sensitive to and very attuned to. And that will have a kind of new life in your life. I've got Mars, Pluto and the Ascendant, so this is something that connects with your innermost self. It's important, it's life and death. And Mars is the warrior, it's the masculine energy. So this energy power comes into your romantic life, and I really see a man on the scene, you know, a really forceful, life-altering, transformative masculine energy that you then communicate with in a really powerful, powerful way. Expect that on the 5th, look out for that. The full moon happens on the 6th of November, and this takes all of your communication energy and it really blossoms, and it culminates and bubbles over in your 9th house of travel and academia and learning and exploration, and it's in Taurus. So this would be a wonderful time to communicate what your desires are, or to speak to other people about what it is you want to do, and then to actually take a trip, to actually go somewhere around the 6th of November with other people. You would get on very well, you would have wonderful banter, kind of dialogue with people, laugh your heads off, and you could go somewhere fun and really just have a wonderful good time. Okay, by the time the 9th of November comes around, Mercury moves into Scorpio, so you become even more communicative. So Mercury, the planet of communication, is in your 3rd house of communication, so it's very well placed. It's in the sign of Scorpio, so it's about the feelings. So your feelings are very expressive and come out very well. You're able to work with those, again, with Jupiter. Jupiter really squares all of that and really just infuses it with the good luck factor. So Virgo, I want you to talk a lot about what you care about and what you think about, and you'll be surprised how well that's received. It may be that someone is, I don't know, watching or reading your blog. Someone famous is reading your blog and they love what you have to say this month and they decide to promote you. Who knows? It could happen. The other thing that's going on around the 9th is your North Node, your Uranus, and your Mars, Pluto, and Ascendant are in a T-square, which is a real area of friction and movement. And wow, it means that your hopes and dreams in terms of relationships are fulfilled. Wow. Virgo, you're very, very lucky this month, and that looks awesome. Okay, there's a grand cross happening in your chart on the 11th of November, and this means you're pulled in 4 different directions. Lots of stuff going on. This is that dream fulfillment. You become so sensitive around the 11th of your desires and dreams being fulfilled in that area. And it's really a coming together of a life dream. It's a fulfillment of a life desire, a life. You know, if you were 5 years old and you had a dream of walking down the aisle in a white dress with flowers being strewn all about and your father giving you away and stuff like that. That's a life dream. And it's one of those life dreams that becomes fulfilled for you on the 11th. Wow. Awesome. Okay, that thing with hopes and dreams continuing moves on and continues to be a major theme on the 13th and 14th. But really, what it is you love is highlighted, and you're even more sensitive to that. So this is all about love, 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 love. If you're in a relationship, you really just feel so grateful and lucky to be in that relationship with that person. It feels good to you. If it's been terrible and you've been arguing for the last 2 months, you get back to that place where that brought you together in the first place. I'm not saying that all relationships have to be smooth, and arguing all the time certainly doesn't mean that you have to break up, and there is hope to come back to that wonderful place or to move forward into a more loving place, and the shift really occurs for you. If you are single, you really have a fulfillment of your life's desire in terms of romance. Venus moves into Sagittarius on the 17th in your 4th house of family. So you really start to shift the focus now from romance and your personal self into family life and how you can love them better and love them more. And another, Uranus oversees all of this for you this month, and Uranus is the rebel planet of the unexpected, and you don't know what he's going to do. It could go either way. It's randomness. It's electricity, it's miracles, it's like, who knows? And he oversees all of this and electrifies it. So really expect some wonderful, out of the blue, completely unexpected factors to occur in your life. Now, the new moon occurs on the 22nd of November, and it happens right on your IC, which is your Imam Coli, which is one of the angles of the chart, and it's the family root, the base. So everything in this chart is completely based at this family life around the 22nd. So you can really change your family dynamics now. You can say, where does our family want to go? If your parents have always, if it's been a strained relationship and you've never felt like you've been able to make any changes there, you can alter those now. If you've got your own family and it's not going the way you want, so for instance, if you feel your children are immoral, let's hope they're not, but you could decide to take them back to church on a Sunday or whatever, or take them to yoga or whatever. You have the power to make these changes. And if you think about this in the chart, the IC is 3 in the morning. This is a very personal, intimate time, and you can make personal, intimate changes in your life. Right, Thanksgiving happens on the 27th, and the theme of your hopes and dreams in terms of romance coming true is still with you, and that kind of reappears. But what also happens very nicely now is you feel very much like you're achieving your financial goals in terms of your work, and the changes, the tweaks that you've made to your daily routine, so whether you've increased your hours or whether you've started to focus on something else in terms of your working life. So for instance, rather than spending 2 hours emailing, you've reduced that time, the email time, to 1 hour, and you now spend the other hour making phone calls. You know, just an example. That is paying off for you, and it's taking you where you want to go in terms of your finances. And then finally, the month ends really strongly again with a strong focus on family, loving your family, healing those things that have remained unhealed, and really taking the family unit to a place that you want to take it, and being very sensitive to other people's needs. So you're not just bulldozing people and say, you will go to church on Sunday, that's what I want. It's not like that. It's like, how can we grow and be cohesive as a family unit? So let's see what the card is for the month. Okay, it's the Knight of Wands in reverse. And that's interesting. So the Knight of Wands in reverse is all about being on your life path and really being passionate and really being fiery about it. And Virgo, you're a very sober kind of sign, and you're able to take these things and make this progress in your life without becoming overly enamored with it, or without losing control, or without becoming too angry or over emotional. You keep a balanced and steady head during all these changes. So you become romantic, but you don't lose your head. You are able to make changes in your working life, but you don't become overconfident. It's, steady wins the race. And you're making progress, and you're doing it without burning yourself out. So that's wonderful. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. If you would like a private astrology reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. You can email me. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk, or join us on Facebook, facebook.com/GregoryScott444.